Hey everybody, here we are again, Nee&FeeBrotherhood.
Content.
Yeah, we have a bunch of topics to cover today. I hope you enjoy them and come along for the ride. Remember, if you like what you see after this show, or if you saw our previous videos, thumbs up, give us a like.
Some comments.
Subscribe.
Please subscribe.
Yeah.
How are we doing again on TikTok?
TikTok is, we have a lot of followers on TikTok.
So cool.
I've been in contact with someone who claims to be Candy Cane.
Oh, okay.
But I said, look, you're going to have to prove that it's you before I...
Gotta do it.
Yeah. And then
FaceTime or something.
Heard anything. Yeah, so we're...
So far, no proof?
No.
Hey.
No proof.
All right, well.
There's so many fake accounts out there. It's ridiculous.
It's part of the landscape.
Yeah, there's got to be 25 at least of Bella Danger profiles.
So we don't know if we have a real one then?
Not sure. Seems like it though.
I hope we do. I appreciate you. God bless.
We do.
You do good work.
She does. Imagine she goes to University of Miami.
Now, is that real or is that?
That's real.
That's real.
That's
okay.
real.
That's real.
Now imagine you're in class.
You don't know her or you do know her?
You do know her.
Oh, sit next to her?
I would say next to, in front of, or she's sitting in front of you. How do you get anything done? Because she has a very round
stuff.
Yeah, like how do you get anything
You gotta
done?
work one out before class. Just to concentrate.
Yeah, you think that's
Or work one out in class.
while you're in class,
Right there.
under the desk,
I see. Got one fly on her back.
on her back. She'd be like, I know what that is.
Thought we were shooting today. I was auditioning.
Hey, remember being in, I'll say, elementary school, maybe even sometimes middle school. It's a long time ago.
Long time.
And all of a sudden it's
Just for no reason.
for no reason at all. And it's always like the bell always rings.
Yes. And it could be no thought of anything sexual. It could be, look at that bee.
Ping. Or the teacher calls you up. Can you come up and give me an F?
God forbid you have a crush on the teacher.
Oh,
Oh my God.
oh.
It's over.
Give me an F.
Please.
Or you had to take your trapper keeper and like hold it in front of you as you walked out of class down the hall.
As 7th and 8th grade goes, all the girls walk like this, all the boys walk like that.
Yeah.
Memory.
I'm thinking while she's sitting in front of you, just working one, rubbing one out.
Dare say under stealth? Or you
Yeah, under
take it out stealth.
If she's sitting
'Cause
next to
you got
you,
people left and right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now if she sits next to you, maybe you take it out. But it better be substantial.
It can't be.
Can't be average.
Can't be normal.
No, it's got to be substantial because she's seen them all.
She's seen them all to the point where she winks and gives you a smile.
Yeah.
She can't be looking up. Teach.
Yeah. This guy's jerking out.
He's checking it out.
Jerking out.
And I don't appreciate this.
No.
This was not in the brochure.
No, I knew this would happen.
Should have went as a Bella. Look out.
Yeah. Oh, look out. Oh, yeah. I showed you a picture of her. Right?
I've seen plenty of pictures.
Plenty of pictures.
Yeah.
I've seen plenty of her.
She's a star. She's a star.
Yeah.
I just don't know if I want her in my class.
I would love it.
Notoriety, and I'm there to get an education.
I don't care. I would love it.
What if you're a senior and it's your thesis? You have to really put time into this, whatever your major may be.
Yeah.
And she's there just, bouncy. It's ruining your life.
Oh, I see.
It could happen.
That could be a disturbance.
Now, if you're a freshman,
Yeah.
yeah, nah,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
bring it on.
Yeah.
I'll go to Florida if I have to. Yeah.
So, to get off this subject,
Yes, brotherly love you.
tomorrow I'm going to my very first gay wedding.
Oh, that's the big one.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I'm excited because the two guys getting married. One is my cousin, and his boyfriend is one of the nicest guys ever.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
and I think they'll be real happy together. They have been, but I'm excited to see what the difference is.
Right.
You know,
Is
if
this going to be a big amount of people? Or?
No. What they did was they rented out a whole Italian restaurant in the
Oh,
city.
wow.
Yeah, I can't think of the name of it right now. I don't want to say it.
It's going to be good food.
Probably, but everything is there. The ceremony, they have the whole place.
Gee, good job.
Yeah. Well,
Real good job.
I know I talked about this before. My cousin's boyfriend was a set designer on that Ray Liotta TV show.
Absolutely. We definitely talked about
Yeah.
And behavior with people. Certain
Yeah.
people.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, that's going to be a ton of fun. Did we work out watching the pets?
Yes.
Did we?
Yeah. Oh my. Yeah. I have two dogs, and one's a little one, and getting somebody to come here tomorrow to walk them twice was a hassle because people are scared of my dog, German Shepard. She's like laying right here.
Yeah.
But we got somebody. Yeah. Thankfully.
She's a good dog.
She is.
She really is.
She is. Yeah. She just wants to be outside all the time.
That's good though.
It is. But so then I take her outside, like in the front yard, and I tie her up. I have a thing, and she'll sit there all day. But when I get up to come inside, it's like, "Where are you going, Dad? No.
What kind of travesty is
Yeah,
this?
I can't be out here without you. Where are you going?"
This is goddamn revolutionary what you're
Yeah.
doing here.
And I come inside because I got to do something. I want her
All the
outside.
other dogs right now.
And here comes. Oy.
Lovely. It's the way it is.
All right. You want to get into it?
Yeah. So guys, we had a first topic I didn't know much about till earlier today. My partner here definitely knew something about it, but I believe you guys know him as Josh Klingenhofer. That's the right pronunciation. The I guess most recently departed Red Hot Chili Peppers guitar player, and he is being charged with vehicular manslaughter, or should be charged with vehicular manslaughter. He hasn't been as yet, and it's not for drugs. It's not for being drunk or anything. He was driving distracted, which usually means texting.
Or he was.
He could certainly be that, but unfortunately for the former Chili Pep, there is ring camera footage.
Oh,
And
jeez.
he's coming in a Yukon Denali, I
Could
believe it is.
you see his phone on it?
Couldn't see it, but I think they're going to subpoena the records of the phone at that point.
Oh, well, yeah, it's easy
And
to
if
prove,
you're-
yeah.
if you're bouncing off whatever nearby cell phone or a cell tower.
Sure.
But the other damning thing, even though he did stop, he did wait for police, he waited for paramedics. There's no problem there. Problem is there's no braking. So he's coming here. The person is crossing in front of him on the driver's side. He is making left into the person. Never saw him. Just ran him over. So it was an elderly, not elderly, but somebody in their 60s.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, couldn't, they succumbed to their injuries, and man, that's a rough. But the question is law enforcement going easy on another kind of semi-celebrity, or they're still waiting to investigate that? I would go with that.
I think
I think they would have no problem charging them.
with celebrities, they have to actually have every shred of evidence. Every shred.
Because there's certainly going to be a civil lawsuit, wouldn't you think?
Yeah.
On the family, so yeah.
Sure. Wow, that sucks.
Yeah, it sucks.
On top of the world.
The top of the world, and he's, he's out in the children's anymore. currently a touring guitar player for Pearl Jam. So he is an employed musician making good money. Not the greatest money for musicians, but employed on a
He's
major
making
tour.
a living.
He's making a living.
Playing a guitar.
Driving a Yukon Denali. Yeah, it's not cheap. So we feel for Mr. Klinghoffer.
Doesn't he make donuts or something?
I think he used to.
Klinghoffer?
I think he used to cling off and onto them donuts. But
Yeah,
we
that
certainly
sucks.
feel, I think, a little bit more sadder for the family of the victim. And we don't know how that legally is going to turn out. But, we hope justice is served. Is that fair?
Fair.
That's fair.
That's fair.
So good luck with that. And,
And I think celebrities now don't get away with as much as they used to.
no, I think it might be turning the other way. People are going after celebrities, not illegally, not to go out.
Yeah.
I mean,
But
that's still going to
there
happen.
was a time where celebrities would, all right, we'll go ahead.
Let's
Slap on her.
perfect example. They brought up again top 3 or 4 deaths in 80s guitar players. Razzle and Vince Gill should still be in jail.
Should be.
Should have never had a career.
Should
And
be.
they definitely slapped that one on the
When do you think all that changed? Do you think it changed with
I think it changed when the political climate changed. I would say, when do you want to say? What decade? What year?
if I had narrowed down to an event, I think the whole OJ case might have had a shift.
That's
And,
probably the beginning. That's probably the beginning.
Yeah.
I can't think of another one where somebody really got their ass handed to after OJ.
Well, Alec Baldwin, but I think he got away with that shit.
I think he definitely got away, but also I think he also makes himself a target because he will not back down. He will go mouth to mouth. He will right there in the streets. And forget about keyboard stuff and online bullying or whatever you want to call it. He doesn't back down. He's easy to pick on. All you do is piss him off. Start counting your money.
That's it. That's it.
What about a female? Any female you can think of that's either been gone after or deservedly gone after?
Not off the top of my head.
There's really nobody treacherous, I would say.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, not off the top of my head.
No. But hey, if you're guilty, you're guilty. That's the way it should be. But
No matter who you are.
It's not scales of justice, sir.
Yeah.
They're not blind or fair.
I mean, a guy like me, I get in trouble. I'm only as good as the lawyer I can get.
Absolutely.
And,
Absolutely. No Diddy.
Nah.
No $100 million lawyer for you.
Boy. I can't wait to see what happens to this.
That's going to be the big celebrity trial. Because is that really Black Book? Does it really exist? Does it tie into Epstein at all, or is it just a theory of partying? I don't know, bro.
Oh, we're gonna find out. This is another one. They're gonna make sure all the ducks are in a row with this evidence.
Absolutely.
They're not just gonna. It's not just willy nilly. Diddy.
Diddy.
Yeah.
Does Jay-Z tie into this?
This is gonna be interesting.
Big money.
Yeah. Interesting. See who gets called out on this one.
Any Beyonce, you think? Nah, she's too goody.
I don't know. I think J-Lo's gonna get caught up in all this.
Yeah.
Just again, I heard that the murder weapon from way back.
The name of the rapper is Shine, by the way.
Okay.
Shine's the one that did the time.
Right. But I heard recently, I know we talked about this last time, that the murder weapon was found in her pocketbook and she had gun residue on her hand.
Yeah. So there are 2 shooters.
He might be one of them.
That have gone on record. There was a shooter that shot in the air, I guess to clear the place maybe. Discharge of a weapon is, at the time, I think it's a misdemeanor. It's not a big deal. Shine is by eyewitnesses and by another Damon Dash. If you guys remember Stacy Dash, beautiful young woman from Coolest, black girl, green eyes, absolutely beautiful. It's her older brother, I believe, who's part of Rockefeller. Rockefeller is Jay-Z and Damon Dash. And they split off, blah, blah, blah. That was witnessed by Damon Dash, said the other shooter that he saw was definitely Shine definitely shot somebody. So not shoot me, shot somebody. And those are the two gunfighters. At no point does anybody ever bring up J-Lo. That was there. That was at least on record.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the whole gun residue report could be bullshit.
I don't know if you can get it on by somebody placing a gun and you handling that gun in your purse or whatever.
No, typically
that I don't know.
Typically, it's caused by the when you shoot
the extra or
the back whatever.
And it's residue, right?
Yeah, gunpowder residue.
Gunpowder.
And I don't think you get that just from handling the weapon.
It's a possibility.
I guess it's possible because it might be on the gun.
Right.
But if for them to bring it up means she had it as in a pattern that shows that she fired a weapon.
Right. Because it just doesn't seem anything like she would do.
She's an asshole.
But she is also, at the time, I guess, head over heels with him.
Oh, yeah.
So maybe. And I think that's also that night, or it's in response to Damon Dash or Steve Stout, which are all tied into this Rockefeller getting hit with a full bottle of champagne in the back of the head, cracking it.
That's
or the back of the head, that's smart. So I don't know which one's before each other or if they're at the same time. That I don't know enough.
Yeah.
But it's somewhere in the same kind of like events that are calling in. So I don't know if that's a J-Lo problem or not, other than dating the wrong guy. You know, at the time she was, I think, too big of a star to be with him, even though Puppy was right there. Probably even a bigger star if you think about all the videos with Notorious and all that.
Was she big at that time?
I think she
was on her way up.
I don't think the Ja Rule song is out yet, and I don't think her movie career is. I think it's Selena, and then maybe some movies getting ready to come out or coming out. So I don't think she's at the peak she is. What we can think of her now.
I think Selena made her career.
Selena definitely did, but I don't think it did with a lot of America. I think it definitely did Latin America. Like this is our girl.
Yeah, and I know that because I was married to a Spanish woman, and she says that the Spanish people once that they loved her because she did the movie, but after the movie, she came out with like her clothing line and this and that, and that's what Selena was going to do.
Gotcha.
So they don't like J-Lo because of that.
So it almost became
She became Selena.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And Selena, from what we understand, was on the verge of doing an album, right?
Yeah.
And that would have broke her.
Oh yeah. She would have been, if she was still alive, she'd be a superstar.
Superstar.
Yeah. She would have did halftime already.
Right. Now did I know the answer already. I thought Jennifer Lopez did Till Dusk Till Dawn, but it wasn't.
No, that was Salma Hayek.
Oh man, does she look special? Oh, did I say that? Yeah, sorry, J-Lo, you didn't get that script.
Yeah, no.
You should have. Actually, she wouldn't have been good because she wouldn't have looked. I think Miss Hayek would have, or did destroy that role.
Yeah, she did a good job.
Yes, she did.
That was a good movie.
Yes, sir.
All right, what do you got next?
What do we got?
Beastie Boys.
We got a Beastie Boys thing, guys. I'm gonna apologize right from the start. I do not have all the information. Maybe we can get back to it another day. But Beastie Boys had the song "Girls." That's off the CD or record, if you guys remember those. That is
Girls.
melody. Licensed to M. It's a little Casio track, little drum track.
Yeah.
And excuse me, it was the 7th single off that album. Just to let you know how big that record was. It was a monster.
Oh, yeah.
And it was just kind of like, if you look at it and you don't put it in context, they're very misogynistic lyrics. they were making fun of people that really believe in the lyrics. I believe in the core. I think Beastie Boys are very kind of like pro-feminist for women. So they are not really they're not displaying what the lyrics say. So if you put it in context, there's a company called, I believe it's called Goldie Blocks, and it's building blocks for young women, positive images, things that really get young ladies started on the way with education, mathematics, all the way to get, just be.
Oh, like little.
Yeah, little.
Oh, okay. All right.
And positive, and then go up and up throughout into your teens and into your adult life of being, don't be afraid of it. You're more than just a mother or potential moms. So they took that song, Girls. Again, it's a licensing thing. The term that I'm looking for, I didn't write it down, guys, so I apologize. But they were able to use it. It's called you guys know what a snippet is. They used a snippet of Girls. And from what I understand and what was presented is that they had this huge law firm on their side in case somebody wanted to file a case or file a defamation copyright strike, if with YouTube terms. And they were baiting the Beastie Boys to go on that to give them more publicity for their website, and then they would deal with the lawsuit as they did. Thing is that the Beastie Boys went back and they said this is because they said it's a song parody, and the Beastie Boys said, well, the lyrics are parody. We don't certainly believe what the lyrics are saying. We're making fun of it.
Yeah.
It put Goldie Blocks in a weird position. Now their legal bills are coming high, and they had to kind of like settle. And in the long run, they acknowledged in an apology. They lost. They acknowledged an apology. Their lawsuit monetarily went to, I think, several kind of like charities that the Beastie Boys wanted. And in the end, a lot of them were for women or for young women. So it was a win-win, I guess, for everybody. But I don't know how this thing works.
Yeah.
And where, boy, you work on a song, even if they were flown around, the song Girls, and the ironic thing that they point out, but the song Girls is kind of like the thinking, wow, shout, Animal House. How would a rap song sound like that? That's how Girls comes up. It's taking after shout, which if you guys ever seen Animal House or the song, the oldest song, it kind of has that phrasing and kind of that meter to it. So nothing was paid out to the guys who own that. And then the other side of the coin, there's plenty of samples. This is the producer of that album, Rick Rubin, who's a big AC/DC fan, big Led Zeppelin fan, and just right now he's a giant. He did Red Hot Chili Peppers, Blood Sugar Sex Magic, so he's huge in the industry. But at the time, he sampled so much Led Zeppelin and AC/DC, and none of those guys got paid, and they had to kind of work something else. So why is it not okay for this company, small company, do something where they're doing something for young women or young girls, and you guys are over here sampling and whatever. And I guess the only difference is eventually everybody got paid. It's the same thing with James Brown. Like how many samples were just taken from James Brown?
Thousands.
Everything that all of that, and I don't know if everybody paid because not everything was a hit, but it's a David Lee Roth thing with Van Halen. Why come up with something on your own when you can just do a cover? It's already a hit. They've already done the legwork for you. You just got to put an Eddie solo on it. So I don't know. I would hate the struggle to put something out there and then somebody just takes it from you and says, too bad, sue us. Now I gotta go out and get a lawyer, really.
Yeah. Spend money. And how much you're going to get as opposed to what you're spending with them.
Absolutely. Yeah, this is much different than, Bruno Mars or the guy, his father was in Full House, I think. Remember the son? Did Marvin Gaye, I think.
Oh, yes.
He lost his.
Yes.
I think Bruno Mars won his.
Yeah, I don't remember his name.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ah.
Yeah, shouldn't bring it up. I don't know his name, but you know the song.
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
And I think the Marvin Gaye song was Got to Give It Up. And the family of Marvin Gaye definitely won. He had to fork over some bucks. Whereas I don't know why, I'm not even sure if the other one was Bruno Mars. I think it was Bruno Mars that was also sued and won. You know, same chord progression, same everything.
Yeah.
But I can tell you right off the bat, there's, I want to say If It's Not Let It Be, what's the other slow song from the Beatles? Anthemic. If It's Not Let It Be, is it? Hey Jude?
Hey Jude.
Hey Jude. I think It's Let It Be is the exact same chord changes, key, everything, as Bob Marley, Don't Worry, Every Little Thing's Gonna Be Alright. Three Little Birds. No lawsuit. No nothing. Two different entities, two different style playing, exact same chord structure. No lawsuit. I don't know why that is. Well, probably because they're two of the greatest songs maybe ever made.
Yeah. Do they even sound alike though?
Well, because one's reggae and one's kind of like a
And I think
ballad.
the phrasing of the words in the verse is completely different.
Exact same chord changes. So,
Again, we talked about this before. I mean, there's only so many chords you can play. There's only so many.
that's it. I mean, well, it's not even X. There's an infinite amount. That's it.
I mean, you could play probably 200 songs though by using the same 4 chords.
Absolutely. Which is done today.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And that's a proven structure
Yeah.
of getting a song on the radio.
Exactly.
And nobody writes songs like the Beatles anymore. They don't write that thing, and they had the biggest hits ever.
Yeah.
But, you know,
Now you have songwriters.
songwriters, hit squad, whatever you want to
Yeah.
call them, and they follow the example of what made them money. So they're not really musicians; they're really just working musicians for the record company. As far as I see, that's not being a musician because you want to stand out as your own.
Yeah.
Now, if this is bringing income into your house and you're surviving and you can raise your kids and put them in private school and have a nice home and nice cars, maybe that's just the way it is. I'm trapped in this lifestyle because it's monetarily successful. But man, as a musician, I would think it's tough in the beginning until it starts coming in.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I would say, guys and gals, learn your chord structure and don't follow anything. Follow yourself. And then there's going to come a time and point. You know, you're 18, you're legally on your own. You're going to be in your 20s. Your friends are starting to get married. Friends starting to have kids, starting to lead a life. When do you cut the hair? You know, when do you acquiesce to life? You know, or do you say live and die? You know, sink or swim. A lot of guys drown.
Yeah.
Do you want to drown?
Yeah.
You know, so I would say it's up to you, but there's definitely a living. You could obviously work for a local, a union, work in an orchestra. You could definitely be a musician that way. Try to write jingles. You know, there's a path other than rock star, but you gotta make a decision.
This is a very serious show.
I'm sorry, guys.
We're typically not this serious.
We're not, but we're hoping. I think we can get at least a thought that kids really need to start going back to instruments. What instruments? It's whatever tickles your fancy. But defy your parents when they say, "Oh, he'll just give it up in a couple of years. It's a fad." Go out and do it. Now, if you hate it, you don't want to be it.
And that might be true, but try.
Try it, absolutely. Not everybody's going to be successful. Not everybody's going to love it.
And remember, if it's easy, everybody would do it.
Absolutely, this is going to be hard. You guys might want to play saxophone, whatever.
Whatever it is.
You got to change your lung structure. You got to take care of yourself.
Nothing. No instrument is easy.
No, not at all. Piano, you got to sit down there and learn. Maybe even learn the sight read, which is hard.
Yeah.
Hard.
Yeah.
Drummers, God forbid, you have to sight read.
Oh yeah.
You know, Ed would know more about that.
Yeah.
And we've had guests complain about how just difficult it is to read. It's not just banging away. There's an art form to it.
Oh.
So do you want to be a drummer or do you just want to be a guy that plays drums?
Yeah.
There's a difference.
Yeah.
So
And
I say investigate.
I remember Connecticut Music.
Not that far from here.
No, with the brothers. Back in the day, late 70s, 80s, it was packed. The store was packed.
With lessons, right?
With lessons. And then, I mean, we used to just hang out there, but everybody in there played an instrument, and it was packed. Guitar players, they're buying guitars, they're buying, the small amps that they sold.
Yep.
Drummers are buying heads, sticks, it was just packed, and everybody was a musician. As the years went on, I would still go in there, and they told me that now none of the young kids are playing instruments.
No.
And most of their business is the Spanish people who are coming in buying maracas or bongos, tambourines,
percussive,
and that's their business. They still did some lessons, but now there's so many choices for lessons. You got School of Rock, and there's private lessons for everything.
Absolutely. What about DJ equipment? Is that kind of like considered, or is that
An
electronic?
instrument?
Well, it seems like there's a lot of people going into it.
Well, because when you DJ a party, you make good money.
Yes,
Probably more than you would playing in a band
Yeah.
at a party.
Yeah.
You play in I'll just say a wedding band. How much you getting? Okay, here's your upfront money. Now split 6-7 ways.
Absolutely. If you're good, you need the extra players.
Yeah, and you have to be good.
Yeah.
You have to sound like the record.
Yeah.
Now
everybody's got to get up and dance.
Yeah, now you're a DJ, you're playing the actual song, and you're getting that pay for yourself.
Yep.
You might have a helper to help you set up your lights and shit, but
might need some props.
Yeah.
Who cares?
But all that money is now going into your pocket.
Absolutely. It's a very low overhead.
Yeah. And I think with the onslaught of social media and mobile devices and electronics, the kids want nothing to do with learning an instrument.
That's sad, bro.
It is.
That's sad.
It
F
is.
you guys.
Yeah, man. F you, social media.
F you, social
As
media.
we post on
As we
TikTok
post on
and
social
YouTube.
media. F you, whoever's in charge of getting music out of the schools.
Oh, well, that's
That's the budget.
That's another thing.
Budget trimming people. Screw you.
And a lot of the schools, they have music programs, but you don't get credit for it.
Right.
So the kids are like,
It's elective.
yeah, fuck you. Why would I do that?
Oh, girls don't like me.
Mm.
Play this. They still don't like me.
Mm.
That's probably the problem.
Yeah.
Now, if you can go like this, hey, they like me.
Yeah. Yeah, why am I going to join marching band, get yelled at by some instructor? For what?
What? For what? A moment, like one day at band camp?
Yeah.
I don't know if that happens anymore.
Yeah.
Screw you.
F you.
F you with a capital F.
Yeah.
Mm.
All right.
What's next?
Rocket Queen.
Oh.
Guns N' Roses.
Did we cover this?
We might have briefly touched on this one time.
Yeah. Guys, how about this? You have a band. There's a lot of buzz. With the buzz comes attention from the opposite sex. Don't take your drummer's girlfriend into the sound booth and do sexual stuff to her and record it
No.
and then put it on your album
Horrible.
and then expect everything to be good.
You're asking for a fight.
You're asking for a fight. So Axl Rose brings Steven Adler, the drummer's girlfriend, in for a song called Rocket Queen. And this is the last song on the album Appetite for Destruction.
Yeah.
The girl came willingly, so you could tell she wasn't worth much anyways, but that's still your bandmate's girl.
Yeah.
Eventually, Stevie Adler was asked to leave the band because of a drug habit. Well, I have a drug habit too. Every time I'm playing, I'm looking at the guy who was screwed over.
Bang my girlfriend.
Girl and put it on the record for millions to hear.
Yeah.
So bands are how thin-skinned and easily broken up are bands without this subject.
Oh, without that?
Without that subject.
No, it's fragile. Fragile. Now, you don't do that. You don't break that rule. You don't cross that line. There's plenty of girls.
And there will be.
So I hear
That's what I've seen.
Yeah, from what I've heard, yeah, from musicians. There's girls that just want to sleep with all of you. You know? It's not your girlfriend. It's like the Goodfellas. Friday night was for the girlfriend, Saturday night was for the wives.
Yes, it was. It's wonderful, right? Ava?
Oh, she loves you.
Oh.
So no, you don't do that to your bandmates.
No.
They're your brothers.
They're your brothers.
You don't do that.
Now you've done it.
Relax.
And is she on a bathroom break or?
No, not yet.
Okay.
She just wants to be outside, like I said.
You're a sweetie. We'll do a show outside.
Yeah, one day.
Your album still hasn't broken, and then eventually it breaks. How long do you think before the story gets out? No, I mean, come on. What do you think?
There's no secrets.
There's no secrets, and then it's left in on future pressings. The album takes off, and it is what it is. And you know, I feel bad for this guy because a lot of people I've heard, rock drummers, let's just start there, is that this kid can play. He's a really good drummer.
Yeah.
And you know, if you're in Guns N' Roses and you're kicked out for drug usage, what kind of drugs were you
It's like
doing?
getting kicked out of Rolling Stones for drug usage.
You can't be kicked out for drug usage. I mean,
Keith, you know, you went a little too far.
A little too far.
He talks like fucking Ozzy Osbourne.
Put a pineapple of Coke up your ass.
Yeah.
We're not doing that around here. So it just, you know, it's the golden rule, guys.
Yeah.
Be loyal to the music.
Again,
And
there's
to
certain
each other.
Yes, there's certain girls that you just know that they're going to be shared, and that's fine.
Right.
Because you have no feelings towards them.
No, she's a I don't want to say that.
Groupie?
That's fair. That's fair. She's a groupie for the band.
The groupies
And not all groupies are sexual either. Some groupies are literally, as they said in what was the movie, The Band-Aids? They were Band-Aids. They did everything for the band.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they would help you with your clothes, unless you're wearing a Mickey Mouse hoodie. Then there's no help.
Don't wear that.
They help with your clothes. They would get you
Lodging.
get you drinks, make sure you're fed.
Yeah. Make sure everything's right in your world that has nothing to do with the band.
Yeah, I've said this before. Groupies are very important to a band, especially a band that's just starting out.
Absolutely.
Because they just give you this confidence.
Give you love.
Yeah. Now, after a while, groupies are there for one reason. But it's not your girlfriend. It's not your drummer's girlfriend or the guitar player's girlfriend.
No.
It's known. It's just accepted that, okay, this girl, we're each going to have our turn with her.
Yeah.
So I hear
That's different.
from people who I know that were.
Guys, be careful because in the beginning, all you have are groupies. And they love your band and they love your music. Do not lose a fan over bullshit. You know,
And
these are people doing it on their own because they love a little piece of music.
And that's a fine line too.
That's a very
keeping the groupie or anybody as a fan, but if you have that relation, like a sexual relationship with them,
you have access to them.
that's tricky, man.
Very tricky.
That's a talent.
Because they believe that you are going to be number one, which means you're going to be higher and higher.
And they want to be around.
You know, they want
a piece
some
of
of
you.
that. I want some of that.
Yeah. So keeping them, you got to keep them on the hook, just enough
Just write
to
a
keep
song.
them on,
Write a song lyric for them.
or tell them that that's for them.
That's for them. Yes.
Yeah.
Without telling them.
Without telling them.
Absolutely.
Dude, not gonna say who.
Don't say who.
In my band. But where we used to rehearse back in the day, there was the rehearsal room, and then there was a room next to it that had, I think, free weights and video games or something, like the old stand-up video games. And somebody in my band had 3 girls come visit him
Oh, nice.
in the same night at rehearsal.
Oh, not at the same time.
Same time.
Separate. Oh, talent.
We still talk about it to this day.
Talent. Did things go well?
Yeah. Yeah. One girl was in the rehearsal room, one was in the other room, and one was outside. And he made his rounds, and that meant we had to make our rounds to keep everybody occupied.
Right.
It was a lot of work. It was stressful.
All three do not know about each other.
No,
Oh, I'm thinking they all know each other.
No.
That's even more talent, what you're saying.
Yeah, one came from like Jersey. The other one, who knows where the other one was
Jersey.
from. So we all had to go and talk to the three of them.
Tri-state girls.
He had to make his rounds, and somehow we pulled that shit off. Yeah, we still talk about it.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Because a lot of these girls are very inquisitive.
Girls are crazy.
Very inquisitive.
They're like, some of them could work for the CIA as
I think some of them do.
interrogator.
Some must have that computer, or they have the uplink. You know, where is the Rodney?
Yeah.
Oh, Zoom, bring him in.
Yeah.
Satellite link,
Yeah.
and he's a fuckface.
One of the guys had a girlfriend. Whenever the guys would go out, the next day, she would talk to all of us separately. Hey, what'd you do last night? You don't want to say too much.
Pen and pad?
No, you don't. No, but you don't want to say too much. But she got just enough information from each one of us to put the story together.
Was able to match up stories from different.
So it came to the point where she would come up to me. She'd be like, "Oh, what'd you do last night?" I don't know. You don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't remember.
I don't know. So were you at least with my boyfriend last night? I don't know.
Who's your boyfriend?
Yeah, I don't know.
Who are you?
She goes, did you go out last night at least? I don't know. You couldn't tell her anything. And she would laugh. With me, she would just laugh. She's like, you know what? You suck. Sorry.
Did you at least go out? I have no idea.
I don't know.
You gotta say that with a straight face?
Oh, yeah.
Laugh?
No, he's straight faced.
Straight face?
I still see her. I saw her not too long ago. And every time I see her, I talk about that with her.
Are you here right now?
And she laughs. She laughs. Yeah.
I'd hate to be that jealous.
Yeah, well.
Actually, I probably am.
There's a reason for that, I guess.
I mean, there's yin and there's yang.
Yeah.
You know, active and reactive.
Yeah.
So, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
Ask you a very important question.
Yeah.
I'm talking about yin and yang. Flip side, could you date a famous musician or an upcoming musician? And now you're the other half of the usual role.
I don't know how it is with female artists.
Supposedly, they're all single women, but at the time, the Go-Go's really had fun with them, men groupies, so to speak.
Yeah.
Different time period though, early 80s. But they're the only group I ever heard of that really took advantage of the situation.
I don't know. I think it's different now.
Couldn't do it now, right?
Probably I could do it now.
No, I mean, like a girl band couldn't do what we would.
Oh, no. I don't even think the guys do it anymore. That's what I guess, the impression I get. Well, except for Dave Grohl.
And that's on the down low.
Yeah. And that was one girl
One.
where he would stay at her apartment. That's no fun.
No.
It's got to be different.
I would assume the price of hotels in LA are through the roof, so.
That's a lot.
You gotta stay with a buddy sometime.
That's why.
Sometimes.
But honey, I'm saving money for our family by staying with Trixie.
This is better for you.
I'm doing it for you and the kids.
You and the kids. This is nothing but love.
No. I sleep in a separate bed. Don't even use the same bathroom.
You think I will defile our marriage by sleeping in another bed?
No.
Another
We made
woman's bed?
a pact before God.
Didn't we?
Yeah.
From what I understand.
Yeah.
I mean, blacked out up there, that part. I don't remember.
Yeah. I forget it.
Yeah.
All right. You want to go a little more? Do you want to go into the Foo Fighters?
We'll do one today, then, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So very quickly, guys, locally here, because of the one David Grohl, we're assuming his troubles within his personal life has affected an upcoming show this weekend locally. The Foos, or the Fighters, or the Foo Fighters.
Foo Fighters.
The Foo Fighters have pulled out of this weekend's big kind of like fall concert by the water. Sound or something like that.
Yeah.
Something, whatever it's called. It's locally here in the
Bridgeport.
Connecticut region, Bridgeport. And we're assuming it's because of his family. No word was released by Foo Fighter management or Dave Grohl. So,
Well, I'm sure his wife now has that power. I want you home that weekend.
We're shutting this down.
Yeah. Well, I have a concert. I want you home that weekend. Yes.
What about the other fighters, baby?
He's the guy.
But they're dependent upon his. I mean, what about the roadies?
What does he care?
But I'm saying to her,
He doesn't want. It's going to be so expensive for him to get divorced.
to her, the baby, these guys have to make a living.
He's going to spend more money getting divorced than not. You know what I mean? Canceling his show or whatever.
But
Fuck
the
that.
roadies are fighting for the foods.
Right.
They need to be fed.
Wow. Gotta wait till next time.
No more BPT for you.
No.
Foo Fighters.
The Foo Fighters.
Foo Fighters.
All right, and then this Pete Townsend.
PD.
I'm not a big fan, but
I'm not the biggest Who fan, but I have to be honest with you, and my partner knows I'm not the biggest Kiss fan either.
Yeah.
But I was very surprised to hear Pete Townsend say publicly that he doesn't understand Kiss and kind of make it like a band like Kiss could never come out of England. It's an American thing, and I don't understand it. And the ironic thing is, one Gene Simmons said Kiss is designed after what the Who used to do on stage, the theater of breaking your instruments,
destroying the drums and
destroying
the
drums,
amps, guitars.
throwing pieces of broken equipment into the audience.
That's safe.
And that was not very safe. Duck.
Yeah, you do that now, or you're gonna owe somebody millions.
Please forget that. Anyways, I don't understand Pete's. I mean, I understand we don't like a band or whatever, but you guys did some wild stuff in your day too, and it was all for the theater. It was all for rock and roll, and I believe Kiss really does stand for the theater. They stand for the fans. They believe in giving a rock and roll show.
Yeah.
So the music, in some instances, if it's fair to say, tell me if it's not, is the show's bigger than the music, but then they come right back and they put a song out. For me, which would be Firehouse, I love the song. Calling Dr. Love, it's another big one for me. And Hard Luck Woman, I think that's the best Kiss song. I know other Kiss people roll their eyes when they hear that, but to me, I think that song is genius. But how do you feel about it?
Kiss, as a fan, you have to see them live. When you see them live, they don't take a break. Not meaning that they walk off stage. I mean, as a performer, each one of them, they're always performing. In between songs, during a guitar solo, Gene's doing something. The spotlight's on the guitar player, but Gene's doing something. Paul's doing something. So that right there tells you that these guys they're into it. How they did it for so long, don't know. I don't know. But they don't take a second off. That's the sign of a great band, a great show. You know, and playing in a band, I try and do that, but
it's difficult.
That's not easy.
Not easy at all.
No. Every second of every song and in between songs, they're doing something.
Can you give a top 5 Kiss songs for people that don't know them?
Okay. Well, number one, obviously, for people that don't know, is Rock and Roll All Night.
Of course, easy.
I mean, they made their millions just on that song.
I think that's an easy, not assumption, that's a fact.
I like Christine 16.
That's a great song.
Hard Luck Woman I like. Beth I was never a fan of.
Okay.
I get it, it's one of their big songs. I take it or leave it.
Gotcha.
Oh my God. Black Diamond. I mean,
Too many?
There's a ton, every song. Not every song, no, that's not right. But there's a ton of Kiss songs that are good. With Kiss, their studio albums, you cannot get the feel of the band. You can't. You could listen to these songs all day on studio albums.
Right.
Live, either recorded or seeing them, it's night and day. Night and day. Listen to rock and roll all night on the studio album. It's horrible.
Versus live.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
Then live, it's like, what the fuck? This is the greatest song ever. These are the greatest songs of all time.
Absolutely.
That's why I think Kiss Alive, the first one, made them.
Is the second one a whole bunch of different songs in it?
Yeah.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's good. I have them both. Yeah, that's good.
Okay. For me, 5 would probably be Tears Are Falling, because I just like the song. 4 would be She, which is just a great tune.
Yeah, what about Detroit Rock City?
3, Detroit Rock City. 2 is Odd, because it got me into Kiss, but nobody really likes it. I think Kiss fans hate it, but it was a sign of times. I Was Made for Loving You. I always loved the song. And then Rock and Roll All Night.
Yeah.
Beth, maybe a 1A would be Beth, and then Rock and Roll All Night.
I Was Made for Loving You. It was one of those songs when it came out, Kiss fans were like,
It's over.
My God, you suck.
It's over.
Just fucking retire.
Desmond Child too, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
But you see them live now and they play that,
I heard. Yeah.
that gets the biggest reaction from the crowd.
Yeah. Go figure.
Fucking
Go figure.
disco song. And Ace hated it. I think
Really?
that was like
That
at
was
the end of Ace's
that was
run, I
Ace.
believe.
Ace and Peter or just Ace?
Who went first?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Ace.
Maybe. But they play it now in concert and people go nuts.
That's,
That's when
so funny.
Paul is on the rope and he swings out to that little stage. Yeah, people go nuts on that song. They have so many good songs, so many.
Were you a fan of She? Not the studio version, the live version.
Yeah,
Live
and
version
yeah,
has some great energy to it.
yeah. I remember getting.
Surprisingly, we never said Cold Gin or Strutter, but honorable mentions.
Dude, there's a ton of songs they have.
There's a ton. Yeah. Some people live and die by Strutter or Cold
Yeah.
Gin. Yeah.
Even Ace's song "Shock Me."
Yeah. I think that's a cover too, from what I understand too.
That one I don't know. The other one definitely is New York Groove.
Yes, that's
a cover.
That's a cover. Shock Me is literally getting shocked on stage where it was wet on stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. New York Groove is a good.
New
I
York
like
Groove
Ace's
is-
version
Yeah,
over the original.
absolutely. Sorry, Kiss fans, I got that one.
Yeah, we went off on a tangent. Though. We went off on a Kiss tangent.
But let me hear from Kiss fans, obviously, but any Who fans defend Pete's comments?
Yeah. You, as a Who fan, do you like Kiss?
Do you like Kiss?
Yeah.
Do you see the common thread? Probably not, because of the makeup. And Pete had some, smarmy comments about the makeup. Who are you trying to hide, or what are you trying to hide?
Yeah.
I just think it's it was a New York Dolls thing. New York Dolls were
Absolutely.
big at the time.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
Kiss
yeah.
were trying to start.
Yeah.
And it was a way to get noticed. I think it's literally that simple.
Yeah. Well, they did a bunch of things. The makeup, they would set up at the club, do their sound check, leave, put on their makeup.
Regular guys, right?
Yeah. And then rent a limo
And come back.
and pull up in front of the club, like make it a big spectacle. Fucking genius. Genius.
That is pretty good. Because you could always say, oh, those guys were the roadies.
Yeah. Yeah. Genius. Wish I thought of that.
Man. Any songs after the makeup came off that stand out to you?
No, I think that's when the makeup came off. I think I got into other things.
Okay.
Not that I stopped being a fan.
Right.
Kiss. I mean, I remember my cousins. One was a bass player. I was a little kid, and he let me listen to Rock and Roll Over.
Oh, Rock and Roll Over.
Right.
Yeah.
That was a long time ago.
It's some tough
Yeah.
on there.
And I was hooked since. And he was a bass player, and his younger brother, who was still older than me, but more my age, he was a ZZ Top fan.
Oh, really? That's classic right there, right?
Yeah. So as a little kid, I was introduced to all this shit.
Yeah.
And then, like I said before, my uncle, had the 8 tracks of Earth, Wind, and Fire, the Daz Band in Chicago, and Styx.
Brick.
Yeah.
Wow, actually, that was Commodores. I think Brick House.
Brick House was Commodores, yeah.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
a blast from the past. And did you ever like Heaven's on Fire? That's what I meant to ask you. That's also on Mass. So.
That I like that song.
Might be the same album as
Yeah.
Tears.
Crazy Nights. We used to play Crazy
Crazy
Nights, which is
Nights,
impossible to sing.
Too high, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. And then they modulate up at the end. Fucking get rid. It's like Living on a Prayer.
Living on a
The
Prayer.
modulation at the end. Get the hell out of here.
It was a step and a half, baby.
Yeah, you let the people sing that. Must sing.
This one's for you.
Yeah. All that you got. Now you guys.
We're paying you now.
Yeah, you're on.
Thank you, Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, I can't sing that shit.
I've always wanted to say that. Thank you, Madison Square Garden.
One day.
Wake up.
Yeah, one day. One day.
One day I'll get the mop up there.
Mop up. I'll be able to set up some chairs.
This is it. Doesn't get any bigger than this.
This is your shop, kid.
This is it.
That's it.
Don't be a poser.
No.
Get those chairs out.
Poser. God. You're a poser.
You're a poser, boy. Don't stand on that stage and pose. No David Lee Roth's here.
We used to get called out all the time.
Oh, the dumbest, jealous most thing.
Yeah. And I banged your girlfriend last night too. Poser.
Pose that.
Because I'm a poser. Yeah.
Explain that pose.
Yeah, you're playing in front of 5 people. We're playing in front of 500. Douche.
How you like that out?
Yeah. Go set up some chairs.
Yeah. Oh, just go like this?
Yeah.
Go like this.
Yeah, that's all.
Which one?
All right, brother.
Well,
wrap it.
we come to an end of another successful podcast.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, very serious this
Very
time.
serious this time.
See, we have multiple sides.
Absolutely. And it really is geared to, if you know any young people, if young people are watching, really, go out there and test the waters of music. If you like it, God bless. If you don't, God bless. It doesn't matter. Just get your feet
Try
wet.
it.
Get your feet wet. What's it going to hurt?
Yeah.
Give it a year, give it 2 years, see where it takes you.
Yeah. You get a little Casio keyboard, cheap, under $100.
Absolutely.
Just to fool around with.
Absolutely.
Get a cheap guitar too, acoustic.
Absolutely. That's how I think all of us started with cheap equipment. And then we started living the dream. Got good eventually.
Yeah.
Don't put a cap on the time, but
Yeah.
if you can't play a chord after 2 years, maybe it's not for you. But after a year, if you love it and you start getting some attention, maybe from the opposite section, learn a song or two, you'll see the magic.
The magic.
The magic.
Yeah, man.
Did your panties just fall
Oh, did they end up on my microphone stand?
off?
What?
My.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Oh my, you have to leave. I'm in serious position.
Oh, God. And just remember, if you're going to start playing guitar, you got to build up your calluses
Yes,
before you can make any noise.
yes. Or else whimper.
Yeah.
Whimper in pain. This is for me.
All right, guys, if you like this, thumbs up, like, subscribe, drop a comment,
Please do.
negative, positive, don't care.
Yeah,
You're not
we
going to
wanna
hurt our
hear from you.
feelings. Believe me.
Everything's been said about us.
Yes. Ryan, you want to give it to him?
Yes, I do want to give it to them. I want to say thank you to all our TikTok subscribers. God bless. YouTube, we have a ways to go, but God bless for the subscribers there. The Brotherhood has spoken. Until next time, Ava said.
Ava says she has no calluses on her fingers yet.
None. Yeah, she can't play for the other German Shepherds.
All right, guys. Thank you. Peace.